Team, how are you? So today I had you do a fun little assignment, which basically I made you go, or I asked you, I shouldn't say I made you, but I asked you to go onto your online office, to go to where it says alerts, and then under your alerts, you're going to see where it says volume. Click on volume total, and you're going to see two columns all the way to the right side of the screen. Those two columns, you'll see one that says RV and LV. Depending on which one, for the most part, for many of you, one column will be more zeros, and then the other column will have some numbers. You wanna take the column that has all the numbers. So for this one, whichever one is the one that doesn't have the zeros, and you want to add up all the numbers in the column. Once you add up all the numbers in the column, you want to go ahead and divide that by 200. Once you divide that by 200, you want to multiply by 14. So for some of you, some of you have zero because you guys are new coaches or on the newer side. Some of you who've been in this business for a few months now, a few weeks now, have more. For example, I think Luke had about 6,000, and Suli, from what I saw, had about 1,000, or at least between 1,000 and 1,500, I think is what I saw for her. Okay, so you ready to hear what those numbers are? So those numbers are actually dollars. So for someone like Luke, it was close to $1,600. And so what that means is that is potentially what you could be earning if you were cycling and if you were involved in the team cycle bonuses. So this is why it's important to get to Emerald, because Emerald is where the magic happens. Emerald is where you are able to qualify for team cycle bonuses. So for Suli and for Luke, for example, that's $6,000 that's sitting there for Luke that he could potentially cycle on if he were building his business, in terms of, once he is an Emerald, but if he were building his business, making it equal, making the volume equal on both sides. So it is not only a matter of how much volume is on one leg, you need them to be equal. That's why it's very important that you're building both sides of your leg. And for Suli, she has about, I want to say 1,300. That's $1,200 to $1,300 that's sitting there, in terms of team cycle bonuses. So what is Emerald? As a brand new coach, you are either active or inactive. It's very important that you're active. Active simply means that you are selling or purchasing 50 PV, which is 50 personal volume points. And so that could be in the form of Shakeology, that could be in the form of the P90X bars and E&E every month, that could be in the form of the multivitamins every month. Either way, the only way to be active is if you do have 50 PV. Now, let's say you're only spending or only paying the $15.95 a month for your monthly fee and you're not buying or selling anything, then you would be considered an inactive coach because you do not have that 50 PV. And so one thing to understand is that as a new coach, and if you're not Emerald, the only way that you're able to earn money is through your direct retail and through your commissions. That is the only way. Now, the thing to understand about the retail commission is that is not a growing commission, meaning that is something that you have to work at every day, every month. If you don't work the business and if you don't sell any challenge packs, you're not going to make any money. However, when you're building a team under you and you're benefiting from the team cycle bonuses once you're Emerald or above, that is the team cycle bonuses, that is a growing income. And eventually what ends up happening as you grow your business, what ends up happening is that your paycheck, when you get your paycheck, it'll be divided and it will tell you how much is coming from your retail and how much is coming from your team cycle bonus. Eventually, you're going to get more coming from your team cycle bonus than your commission, than your direct retail sales, which is actually what you want. That is the whole idea of being in our business. That's the whole idea of being in a network marketing company. is being able to enjoy what we call residual income. That is when you're not working the business, and let's say you take a week off, and even though you've taken a week off, you're still getting a paycheck because of the team cycle bonuses, because of the team under you that you have worked so hard to create. And so as a new coach, there's only so much retail that you can sell. You're not going to make a six-figure income, just selling retail. You have to recognize that building a team under you needs to be something of priority to you. And the first step is reaching Emerald. And so Emerald, what that means, to become Emerald, you need two active coaches. You need one on your right leg and one on your left leg. And I can help you with that. And if you're not one of my personal sponsored coaches, your sponsored coach can definitely help you with that as well, to make sure that you're placing coaches in the correct way. But the whole idea is that you have two active coaches under you. Once you have two active coaches under you, then you would be Emerald. So usually what, most people do is right off the bat, when they become a coach, they sign up their spouse. And this is actually a business strategy, because later on you'll be able to double dip, as they say. Because what'll happen is, as you're kind of growing your business, like I said, for me, for example, let's take me for example. My part of my paycheck comes from my commissions that I make, my direct retail, and then part of my check comes from my team cycle bonuses of the coaches under me. So, for example, Luke, who is who lives with me, he has, the way that I benefit from what he does is through the team cycle bonuses. So now if I have a client that wants to purchase something, I can funnel that person through Luke, and we would still get the commission that would come into our household, but then I would also benefit from the cycle bonus, because I would also be benefiting from the points because I'm funneling it through Luke. If I were to just sell the product to someone, I would get the direct retail, but then I would not benefit from the cycle bonus, because what I generate doesn't go towards my team cycle bonuses, because it's what I generated. It's not what my team generated it. So that is why a lot of people the first thing that they do, whether or not their spouse is going to work the business, is put their spouse under them, because that is just a strategy that later on you're going to be able to use and manipulate, and you're going to have power over. Then after that, the other one is finding a friend or a friend or a family member to kind of join you on this journey. For me, I became Emerald with my mom and Luke. They were my left and my right legs. And so within a week, I became Emerald, because I basically went up to my mom and I said, "Hey mom, this is something that I'm really interested in." At the time, she wanted to drop some body fat. She wanted to get in better shape. She was, she's really into nutrition. And so she was willing to trust me and willing to get on board with me and sign up as a coach, because she wanted to try Shakeology for a few months and she wanted to try the workout programs. So it worked out in that sense, that I was able to find someone in my family who would sign up as a coach with me. And then my mom signed up my brother and her sister, and Luke signed up a friend, and then I signed up my dad under Luke. And so that made Luke Emerald, and that made my mom Emerald. And so, it really is kind of just trying to find those two people. Also looking at your challengers, the people who buy from you. Your challengers are going to be your best coaches, because they are the ones who have tried the product. They know what it's like, and hopefully you are helping them get success in their program. That is why, when I first started, and why I continue, my challengers, whoever purchases a challenge pack from me, I really tried to invest in getting to know them. I really tried to invest in, motivating them and making sure that they have the tools that they need to be successful. Obviously, we can't make them do the program, and we can't make them eat healthy, but we can provide them with the tools, and we can provide them with motivation so that they can see that success. And, once they see that success, they're going to be almost like walking billboards for the product. And so once if you see that person in your group who's posting a lot and who has the success and seems like they're excited, ask them about being a coach. even if they say no, at least you have planted the seed that, you know what, hey, my coach thinks that I would be an awesome coach. Even if they don't think they're going to do it right now, you have planted the seed. They're going to start thinking about it. It's going to at least be on their radar, and who knows, in the future, they may come to you and say, you know what, I'm ready now. And so emerald should be on everybody's goal board, and it's definitely something that can be reached in a week if you know people, and it's something that can definitely be reached in your first month of coaching. And again, the reason being is because once you're emerald, you will be able to qualify for those team cycle bonuses. The other thing is that once you're emerald, you're going to be able to qualify for leads, free leads from the company. So you know what happens when the infomercials play for T25 and for Insanity at 2 o'clock in the morning and thousands of people buy those products? Well, the company takes those people and assigns them coaches. And so you'll get free leads, once you're emerald, and once you're emerald and you hit Success Club, there's two parts to retrieving your leads. You have to be emerald status, and then you have to hit Success Club that month. And so if you hit Success Club 5 in, let's say, August, and you also, were emerald in August, you then qualify for up to 5 free leads in September. And so you're locked in for September. And then in September, you're working again to hit Success Club 5 so that you can then get the free leads in October. And so that's kind of how it works. And what will happen is that you'll see them pop up on your customer list, and it'll tell you customer program, free lead, and you'll know that this was a lead that was sent to you. It'll give them your email, it'll give you their email, and usually you can try to reach out to these people to try to connect with them to see if they also need your help with any other products. But let's say they continue to buy let's say they buy Shakeology. You will benefit from that commission in the future if they continue on with Shakeology. So free leads and being able to, grow your income with the team cycle bonuses are the reasons why you need to aim for emerald. So hopefully this clarifies some things for you. Let me know if you have any more questions. Let your sponsor coach know if you have any more questions. And let's get to emerald. Let me know below when your emerald date is, because it should not be a date that's 2-3 months from now. It should definitely not be something that's like Christmas. You can get to emerald in the next 4 weeks. So who is going to reach for emerald in the next 4 weeks? Comment below in this video. Have an awesome day. Bye.